But yeah, so now you have a video that's working well. You have a video that, you found a hook that works. It's popping off. It's going consistently viral. This is more for like the top creators because this is where you're probably already doing $10,000 a month. And now it's like, I need to make more. I want to do more of these videos, but I'm making them, but it's just not going viral. Why is it not pushing out again? In my courses, I've linked Alex Hormozi's advertising handbook. I've scanned the first 20 pages where it talks about the ad kaleidoscope. Really cool and really important to remake the winners and get your videos going viral again. So it's kind of like two parts, right? So the first part is testing out the hooks, getting that viral video, getting a high GPM, and you test it out for a month. Then, once you get your winner, then it's like, okay, now I need to remake the winners. This is where this part kind of comes through, and you're gonna kind of milk those winners again and again and again. It's by making micro adjustments so that it can keep pushing. So like, let me explain to you what happens, right? So when a video keeps pushing, this video also, like, it's gonna push for a couple of months and then it kind of hits the whole audience. It kind of burns out. Like everyone's seen it and you've seen an ad already before. It's like, oh, I already watched a swipe. Like, and that's gonna keep happening to a point where the whole audience is gonna do that. And then the video just kind of drops and it's going to become very expensive to run it. The ROAS is going to drop and it's not a profitable video anymore. So you want to make it fresh again. That's the point. You want to make it fresh so that when someone does see it again, they'd be interested to watch because it's not exactly the same video that they saw before. And you're going to reuse the hooks, the top hooks that you found for these videos here, and you're going to keep using those, but with micro adjustments through the whole script. You're going to make tiny adjustments throughout the whole script, which I'll show you now how to do. So there's different parts in the kaleidoscope, and there's a little checklist that I sent on the groups if you're in my discords. You're doing post-production and then pre-production type things. Post-production would be like small adjustments to a video you already made and send it out again, okay? Now, with TikTok Shop, I think you might get violations for this. We'll have to see. You'll have to test it. I'm not 100% sure yet because we haven't actually had anyone try this out yet. But obviously this is Alex Hormozi stuff, so we know it works. But this was more of like a Facebook thing where Facebook won't take it down for remaking the same shit. So post-production would be like, replay the whole video, use exactly the same video and put it on 1.1 speed or 1.2 speed. Just make sure it just doesn't sound funny. Okay, you're gonna add filters so that it looks fresh again. All these, just be careful. Like I said, just be careful with all of these, but try it out. I know the filters has worked with the AI game. It can work with your talking head videos as long as the filter is not too crazy. New background of border, I don't really love that one, but I've seen other people kind of crop the video so that it's only like a square in the middle and then it has a white background, kind of like how Instagram does it. You see a lot of Instagram stuff like that where it's like a white background, the video is kind of in and then it replays it. Not a bad idea. We're looking at it more of like an ad game now, not as much as from like organic game. So it won't fuck up your page, it won't do anything. And if it works, it works, because if a high converting video just gets a new background and starts pushing out, you're gonna get this whole thing again and add an extra $10,000 a month to your fucking income because you change the background on a video. New fonts and captions. If you have a nice heading, this one's a little bit weirder because you can't edit it again. But maybe download your video before you post it so that you can change the headings. But just change, you have the exact same video, but just change the hook, the text hook on top a bunch of times, and that can work. But then new fonts would like change the font of the current textbook that you have, change the color of it, and see how that goes. If you have captions on your video, change the color of that and see how that goes. This is all tests, and I want you guys just to openly think about it, test it out, because like I said, it's a whole new game. It's like the Facebook game. If you're running Facebook, this is the bare bone basics that you're doing for Facebook. We're just implementing it now into TikTok Shop, and we're learning and we're improving, right? New meat. This sounds really interesting, changing the body of the video. You can edit two different videos together with new meat, and like you take the hook that worked for one and you change the body of another one. That can work, or you just record the whole thing again, but change the script in the middle. And so instead of talking about, maybe we mentioned about educating your audience about the soursop bitters and how it helps you, you can talk about how instead of the taste helping you, you can talk about how the actual herbs inside help you and how the senna helps you. This thing, it's a whole different script you're talking about, but you're using the same hook and you're just changing the angle. You're talking about helping, you're talking about the ingredients and you're not talking about the taste, okay? Then this is where I really like, so the post-production, the pre-production stuff, new clone, remaking a video one for one, but just at a different time of day, so the background kind of like, well, for my example, the background will be a little dimmer later in the evening, so it'll feel like a fresh video, but I'm saying the same hook, same script, same fucking CTA. I'm standing in the same fucking spot. If I'm talking to you over here and I'm making a video, this is where I'm talking to you when I make the second part, right? When I make the clone of it, and this is where I'm gonna stand. If I'm standing here in the first video, is the way I'm standing in the second video, the clone version, okay? And you can change your clothes, whatever, but kind of keep everything else the same, okay? Script, background, everything the fucking same. The time of day will change and your clothes will change, will feel new props. So in Serene we use like different containers to pour the bitters into. So we use wine glasses, dragon fruit, like jam squash. We use pill bottles. Like, it's a little bit of these little changes, really cool. But creators haven't actually done that themselves, where the viral video is where the girl is sitting on the floor, Raven, she's sitting on the floor, she's wearing like PJs, like an overthrow, and then she's pouring it into a pill container. Like, she should have actually remade that whole thing again, but just changing the container to a dragon fruit, changing it to the jam squash, but exactly the fucking same. Like, that could have reignited that video, and instead of doing $44,000 last month, she could have done 88, because she had 2 fucking videos pushing out. So you got to think about it like that. New examples. Oh, my mother has problems with her gut. My mother has problems with her teeth. That you give an example like that, you can change it to my father has problems with the teeth. My grandmother has problems with the teeth. My brother had problems with the teeth. Changing that example in your story, however it is, like, this is all like ideas that you just pick from. And like I said, you can just, the kaleidoscope is there. I gave you the whole checklist. It's 1 page. You just look at it when you're going through your videos, or when you're planning at the end of the week what you can remake. Go through this and see, okay, this video I can change the example. This video I can change the pill bottle. This video I can do this, like, to reignite them, okay? New setting. And this one I really love, and this one actually helps you go viral. So this one I think is so important, because a lot of people don't actually try different vibes. Every different background gives a different vibe, and when trying to go viral the first time, even changing their backgrounds can help a lot. Yvonne, one of our Serene Herbs creators, she was, I could see there was so much potential. She wasn't actually making a lot of money. Her videos just weren't popping off, and I was like, we were like, yeah, just try it outside. And she tried it outside. She had a little, like, a bush behind her. I'm pretty sure it was her idea. So yeah, she was doing it inside, and the vibe was kind of dark, kind of dingy. Lighting was decent, not the best. But then she just did it outside. She did the exact same script outside with some bush behind her. And that video has been serving her and generating her $10,000 to $15,000 a month for the last 2 months in GMV. So that is such a cool thing, right? Just changing your background, changing the setting that you're recording in can increase your conversion, can increase your conversion to a point where you've got a video pushing out, making you thousands of dollars every month. And then also, when remaking it, now she has a video going viral, changing the setting and doing it in different places outside, doing it in a park, maybe sitting on a park bench, maybe standing in front of a playground, like maybe standing in front of a pretty flower bush, maybe standing in front of a big tree, all type of outside vibes, but different settings really can work. She can try it again in a bathroom. She can try it again in a fucking lounge. She can try it again in the kitchen. She can just change it up a bit every single time with the background. You're just changing the background, changing the setting every time with the same hook, same script, same CTA, just changing the background. And chances are she'll probably remake the video. She'll probably get more results and squeeze that video for more. So yeah, really fucking simple. I just want to drill this into your head. Content isn't hard to make. I fucking promise you. It's understanding the fundamentals, what makes content work, and then doing it. And then when you're practicing, you'll sound less robotic. That's all micro skills, right? Less robotic. You'll have better tonality. You'll have more hand movements. You'll have all these other micro skills, better presentation skills when actually making more content and doing the volume. That you'll learn as you go. But to make content win consistently is not fucking hard. It's a testing game. It's a fucking system. So follow the system and win and put in some volume, especially in the first stage when you're making more hooks and you're testing the hooks. If you have 50 hooks already and you have, say you have 10 winning hooks, I made a whole sheet of 10 winning hooks, you can literally, with those 10 winning hooks, with 80-20 it, you're going to get 3 of each of those. You have 30 hooks. Imagine trying to test 30 hooks with different backgrounds. You can have 90 different fucking videos just with that. And there's no way you can fill that in a month, right? You need to put in some volume if you want to win, especially in the start when you're in the hook stage. 3 videos a day, 2 to 3 videos a day minimum. And you want to keep the quality, obviously. Make sure you're following the one brand, all that details. But 2 to 3 videos a day minimum to make sure that you can find a winning hook.